Hello, I'm IBXToyCat, and this is a quick tutorial for a combination lock in Minecraft X360, because this is a combination lock which uses levers because that saves space. You can do this with buttons and use the whole blocking mechanism thing I have over here, but it is a lot easier just to use levers. So let's jump right into it and show you how it works. So basically, you set it so a certain set of levers have to be pressed, and that's the only way that the door will open. So for my example, it's 1, 3, and 4. I've numbered them just for the sake of it, but you can leave them as ambiguous levers if you really want to. Basically, yeah, if you turn on 1, 3, and 4, what it will do is it will send all the signals through and it will open the door. And that's the only combination that will open the door. So if you have another one opened as well, it will shut the door. If you have another one of those not opened, it will shut the door and leave it shut. And yeah, it's quite cool in that regard because it means that even if you try to brute force it, you're going to have to try all 719 attempts, or you could get lucky, but there's 720 possible outcomes for, you know, on-off levers, so they're probably not going to find it by accident. It's a way to keep things locked if you trust people not to just break through the door simply. But yeah, it's a clever little combination lock. So let's show you how it works. Basically, you make each of the 6 levers have a redstone trail, and those redstone trails, as you can see, I've done it slightly less complicated than more complicated than it needs to be, just, you know, spreading it out. But I wanted to make it nice and visible so you could see all of them individually, but you can make this in a really compact space if you want to. That's one of the advantages of this method. But as I said, I've just expanded it for the sake of it. But each of these goes to one of these pistons, and the pistons are above this little bumpy redstone circuit. And if you're wondering why this is, it's so that if any of the pistons are pressed down, it will block the circuits. Let's show you an example with an incorrect combination. If one of the pistons is pressed down, it will stop the circuit and that will lock the door. So it makes it so all 6 have to be correctly done, and that's what makes it so you need the exact correct combination. But how do you, if you just leave it without any on-off gates, what will happen is the only right way will be all of them being turned off, or all of them being turned on. And the easy way to turn that around and pick a combination is what you have to do is for the ones you want to have to press. For instance, in my example, it's 1, 4, and 3. So 1, 3, and then 4. You put these inverted gates on, which are the block followed by a redstone torch, then back to a redstone trail, and that inverts the signal and means these have to be turned on for that to be turned off. So again, just to show you in action, 1, 3, and 4 turned on, so that means that 1, 3, and 4 are turned off. All of the other ones have to be turned off, and that's what turns them off, and that's what makes the circuit go. So just to explain the other 2 parts of the circuit is, this is a always-on redstone connection. You don't need the second part, but it's just here for the sake of it. Basically, you want this to be always on. You can have a lever turn, you turn it on over here, but it's easier to just leave it on by itself, because otherwise you're just adding more levers to the mix and making it less, fancy looking, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, so you leave this on, always on, so it's always testing, so as soon as the thing gets unlocked, it will open. And then this has to go up and down bumpy things, and if any of the pistons turns on, it blocks the circuit, because redstone can't go up a block if there's a block obstructing it. And yeah, it follows the bumpy thing all along, and then it gets to here, it goes along to here, and then it ends up in the inverted gate going to the pistons. So that's only needed for piston doors. If you just have an iron door, you don't need to do that. But if you want to have pistons which retract as you actually power it on, that's how you would do that. So yeah, this is how it works. Also, just as a slight modification, if you want to make it more difficult to brute force it, brute forcing, by the way, would be where you just randomly try all of the combinations. What you can do is you can go to these redstone things, redstone repeaters over here. You can put some on max, and that makes a really big delay between getting the right combination and actually opening the door. So even if you do just come across the right combination while brute forcing, so I'll show you an example. I'm just turning them all on and off. It'll be a delay before it opens and closes, and then you won't know which combination was the one which was the right one. You have to do a lot of testing above that. It just makes it more secure in general if you want to do that, but it also means if you do type in the right one, it will take a little bit longer for it to work. So it's it's trading security for, I guess, time, I guess. But yeah, hopefully this redstone combination lock tutorial thing helps you out. It's quite handy in my opinion, because it can be used to keep stuff safe and stuff, but it can be a little bit of a pain to get the redstone trail going if you're a little bit of a noob to redstone trails. That's why I separated mine. You can do that as well, or you can keep them compact if you know what you're doing redstone. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like it and let me know. Let me know what video you want me to do next, because I've got 2 in my mind I want to do. Either 5 little pro tips for creative, or 5 ways to do piston doors. There might not be 5 ways, but creative pro tips, or do you want piston door tutorials? Let me know with a comment, and I'll do whichever one more people request next. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.